So this holiday season, it's a prime opportunity for friends and family to get together and just enjoy each other's company.
Maybe stressful for some, but doctors say, this experience can actually be good for your health. That's what we're talking about this morning. To explain how we can feast on gratitude, we welcome Dr. Santosh Rao, who is a physician champion for the American Heart Association. First of all, what is a physician champion?
It just means that I'm a great believer in what the American Heart Association espouses. I'm also a medical oncologist at university hospitals.
Which, and I know with your profession and especially, but you see day in and day out how the mind really can affect how the rest of our body acts. I mean, and having gratitude is something that can be simple, but we just take it for granted.
I agree. I mean, I think first of all, I love this time of year because the holiday season is an expression of appreciation. We reflect, and I think that's really important. I do want to thank you guys, first of all, also for having me here and all the things you guys have been mentioning about wellness. Okay. That's been really great. But I do think we often will take it for granted. First of all, it's if you practice gratitude, it gets easier with practice. You get better at it with practice. And gratitude is a choice. It's a choice to focus on what is positive in your life and the things that you've been given. And it can increase your resilience. Many people are struggling with something, whether it's an illness or something else, and gratitude can kind of change your perspective to focus on other aspects that you might be thankful for.
Is that like taking a negative and trying to make it into a positive, or switching gears mentally, or?
I don't know if it's so much of that because you don't want to avoid the reality, for example. But I think that it can make you focus on just a different aspect of what's going on, and it can have positive benefits. For example, the American Heart Association, there was a study that showed that for folks who had a heart attack, if they practiced gratitude, they were more likely to stay on their medications after their heart attack.
Why does gratitude do that? Why does it help you so much?
Well, I think there's many positive effects. One is that we're almost wired to have gratitude, and it creates changes in our brain, and it can reduce stress, it can improve your immunity, but it leads to better behaviors, just kind of making you focus in a different direction.
I think people too, they start to, they automatically hesitate or have doubts. There are proven within the studies brain scans that actually show this to be true.
Correct.
And I think that's important to know because you sometimes question, oh, what's that study really all about? But when it comes time to finding gratitude, journaling's a good route to take, right?
Absolutely. I think journaling is a great thing. You can do it any time of the day, but I think it's a great daily practice. You can do other things too. For those, you mentioned morning routine. I love having a morning routine. And expressing gratitude every morning is a great routine, whether you pray or meditate.
Let me ask you this. This is a basic question. The difference between thankfulness and gratitude, or is there a difference?
Gratitude is... you can express gratitude through thankfulness, whether it's thank you cards. I think they're very similar. But gratitude also is a reverence and appreciation for all that you've been given. So you can be thankful, but gratitude is kind of a state of being that you're, Yeah,
and they say you got to practice it too.
Correct.
Practice what you preach, right? And again, for the holidays coming up, people are having all these gatherings. Everyone will be sitting down at a table together. And it's a great time to remind everybody to maybe pass along gratitude, talk about it as a whole.
I think that we all need to express appreciation for each other, and one of the great things that gratitude does is it brings people together.
Well, that's a good thing. You know what? I'm going to practice that this year. I'm so happy you showed up today. Thank you for that card you gave me, whatever. But it's a good practice. It really is.
It makes you feel better. You just feel better.
And that's the key. It makes you feel better.
Absolutely.
So it's a win-win.
And it probably helps people as well.
Exactly.
Win-win
all around.
That's
why I love to compliment
like you do all the time.
Yeah, I love to compliment this one.
She's full of gratitude. She's like a breath of fresh air.
And we're grateful for you too. So thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Good subject, by the way, especially for this time of year.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.